Here's the way they line up for Heat 1B. Mr. Pringles, Scott Pierce, a turbine-powered boat owned by Bill WURSTER. Bob Hughes represents the whole set Miss Madison team. We just talked to the driver, Mike HANSON. Larry Lauterbach and Steve WOOMER's Winston Eagle seen battle here. The other turbine in the fleet. Jerry Hopp in the paddock pools, improving right along. Qualified the first time out this week. As they come down the apexes of corners number 3 and 4 right now, it looks like Mr. Pringles wants the inside. The other turbine, the Winston Eagle, will take into the second lane. Paddock pools lane 3, and on the far outside, the whole set, Miss Madison. The clock ticks down to 0. This race is underway as they dive across the starting line and down to corner number 1. It looks like the start of Heat 1B in lane number 2, Dick. It looks like the Winston Eagle out in front.
Larry Lauterbach wasted no time at all getting out front. Scott Pierce and the Mr. Pringles on the inside, riding very hard. You could see Lauterbach taking a few bounces out there. We were told earlier that that turn is a very dangerous one on this lake. If there's any rough water at all, it's going to be in that turn. But look at the ride Mr. Pringles has right now. Scotty Pierce very even, very smooth out there, and he's holding on.
He's the leader. Mr. Pringles, Scott Pierce slipped in on the inside after Larry Lauterbach in the Winston Eagle. The boat you're looking at right now took a big bounce down there in corner number 2, but he's moving up again into the rooster tail of this boat, the Mr. Pringles, driven by Scott Pierce, to come down and complete lap number 1 of 3 here in Heat 1B in Onondaga Lake in Syracuse, New York. Look at that rooster tail kick up. The boat on your right is the second place boat. The boat on your left is the whole set Miss Madison, as Mike HANSON is going to try to challenge here at the completion of lap number 1. 134.831 on the Zenith data computer shows us after 1 lap. As they go into corner number 1 for the second time into that rough water, we're looking at the Winston Eagle. You saw just ahead of him the leader, Mr. Pringles. Third place is Mike HANSON in the whole set Miss Madison as he comes down to complete his first lap and come around the corner number 2 to start down the back chute giving chase. Here's your leader, Mr. Pringles, riding very good, Dick.
We were noticing that the whole set Miss Madison was getting a little light going down there into corner number 1. There's the Winston Eagle now settling down a little bit more. Larry Lauterbach out of Portsmouth, Virginia, doing a great job at driving that boat. He already has a win under his belt finally. Here's our 4th place boat. This is Paddock Pools. Jerry Hopp driving that boat. Again, it is running a little bit better than it has in the past couple of races, but no question about it, the lead boat, Scotty Pierce, in the Jiff Presents Mr. Pringles, and Scotty's really got that boat behaving beautifully, and he is just barely walking on the sponsons down there, getting an extremely smooth ride on some water that has been able to chop up a little bit today.
So he takes first place. Second place goes to the Winston Eagle, and we'll be back with the winning driver at Onondaga Lake in Syracuse, New York, of the HFC American Hydroplane Series after this timeout.
For Heat 1B, Mr. Pringles, Winston Eagle, Miss Madison, and the Paddock Pools. Let's go down to the pits now. Jim Hendrick is standing by with Scott Pierce.
Scotty Pierce, I don't know what happened, but there's been some changes on that boat of yours.
Well, we had some problems on Fridays, you know, and Pringles crew went to work real hard, and we got the boat running a lot better, and I feel real good about today.
You went into the corner, the first corner second, but you came out on top down the back chute. Looks like you picked up some speed down that back chute.
Yeah, actually, Larry's was probably maybe a touch faster than ours in the straight line, but the Pringles boat is real fast through the corners, and I knew once I had the inside on him, I could probably beat him.
I think the bottom line is this is the best you've run all year.
Well, we're getting close. We need to run just a tad better, though, Jimmy.